Doing More is brought to you by California Hope. Hope lives here.
Welcome to Doing More. I'm Erica Cardenas. Thanks so much for joining us, and happy National Hispanic Heritage Month. From the vibrant colors, delicious food, festive music, and cultural dances, Hispanic heritage is celebrated nationally during September 15th through October 15th in recognition of the contributions and achievements made by Hispanic Americans. And another tradition that we celebrate as part of the Latino culture is the Latino Arts, which is why we're here at the Arizona Latino Arts and Cultural Center in Phoenix, Arizona. It's a cultural center that's investing in the legacy of Latino arts and its culture. Take a look.
ALAC stands for Arizona Latino Arts and Cultural Center. And what we do here is that we promote local artists and local upcoming artists, from the visual artists to the musicians to the poet. ALAC started in 2008. It was a large group of artists from here, from Arizona. In La Tiendita, you can find postcards to prints, paper prints, to cards, to posters, to the gallery, where they see the original pieces of some of the stuff we have in here. We also take them to the studio. We go to the studio, we show where they work, where we get out, get our minds together, we start working. We do the alley. That mural tells a story of music. All that mural, what it is what the Latino has given to this country.
Latino art is something that we reflect our culture in kind of a proud way. And we show our colors, which is bright, luminous, and positive most of the time. And sometimes we're a little political because we want to express ourselves.
All the pieces that you see here, they have a story behind them. It's something that's inside you and something that you want to express and something that you get gratification and something that you wake up in the morning and go, I want to do this. What I love about it is because I get to share with the community, with nuestro pueblo. I really enjoy talking to young people, to older people, and people that we have a lot of tourists that come in and really don't know anything about ALAC or the Hispanic culture.
Got a lot of history here. You can find Chicano art, indigenous art, Native American art, all has a Latino flavor. I like to think of us as a community of artists,
Jose Andres Giron has been here. He's one of the original artists, and so is Roman Reyes. Each one of them has done so many things with the art, and Andres is known nationally. Roman is known internationally. He's worked on TV sets, movie sets like Lord of the Rings. He's a sculptor, and they both have always been working together, doing murals together, and then everything that we do here at ALAC.
Whether it's an event, art show, community event, where we have a speaker, or we have all of them combined, or music, I see this great benefit that kids come in. Whether they're part of the culture or not, they are immersed and they feel part of the community.
We are a very colorful people. When you go to a Latino community, you see it everywhere. So we love the color.
We want to be able to have people come in and find out about our heritage. It's so rich to know where you come from, pass it on to your kids, and then have the people know about it.
We want people to look at our art in a positive way and show the world that what a beautiful culture we have.
As we celebrate Hispanic heritage year-round, come and support Latino local artists by visiting the Arizona Latino Arts and Cultural Center, which in return will sustain, promote, and encourage an eclectic art form for generations to come. For more information, go to alacarizona.org. We'll be back with more on Doing More right after this. Welcome back to Doing More. I'm here with Kathy Garcia from Cha Cha Cheek, a resident artist here at Arizona Latino Arts and Cultural Center in downtown Phoenix. Kathy, your shirts are so beautiful. In fact, a very famous celebrity actually wore this shirt on stage. Tell me about who that was.
Well, that is the one and only Ringo Starr, the drummer for the Beatles. My husband had it on, and one of his people spotted him and said, I know a guy that would love to wear that. So that is Ringo Starr. He's been wearing it on tour. We even have a picture with him captured in it. And I've been going around the world with Ringo, believe it or not.
Love it. We visited an organization that brings together post-9/11 combat veterans together with trained rescue dogs to help them both recover, saving 2 lives at a time.
Shelter to Soldier is 9 years young with a mission to save lives 2 at a time. We're adopting dogs from local shelters, training them for post-9/11 combat veterans, and we're able to donate these trained dogs to deserving veterans in need. Service dogs can range anywhere from $15,000 to $35,000, $40,000. And for someone getting out of the military that's seeking support and help, having that sort of price tag is daunting. So we really wanted to be able to support the veterans to make sure that they're getting a dog that they need in their life at no charge. The other side of this, of course, is the dogs. Sadly, roughly 1,800 of them euthanized every day.
You know, I was in a very dark place. I was having suicidal thoughts, and I really needed an immediate help. We don't know if tomorrow is going to be there for us. So I found Shelter to Soldier online, and I reached out, and somebody contacted me within 24 hours. And in the next couple of weeks, I was already in the program meeting dogs.
Most of the dogs that are in shelters for reasons like chewing on the couch or being too crazy with the kids are exactly the type of dog that we look for, because we can harness that energy into a really strong working service dog. From the time that we adopt a dog from a shelter or a rescue organization to the time that they graduate the program is about 12 to 18 months.
Dogs make such a huge difference for anyone in need, especially veterans, those working through post-traumatic stress, traumatic brain injury, hypervigilance, nightmares, night terrors. All of our dogs are trained for psychiatric service work. In addition to those, we also, once we get to know the approved veteran and what their needs are, we can fine-tune and add specific items. Our dogs do watch, where they'll go between the legs and face backwards and literally cover that handler's 6 or watch their back. They touch, they create engagement, so it literally snaps that person out of a negative thought.
You know, he knows when my anxiety is starting to amp up, and he'll come over and just kind of put his head down on my lap and just let me know that he's here for me.
Shelter to Soldier is a nonprofit, and we're able to do the work that we do because of you, the community. Whether it's an individual donating $5 or whether it's a corporate donor like the Barnes firm that's supporting us and sponsoring multiple dogs that are going to make an impact in the veterans' lives in need.
There are still 20 to 22 veterans committing suicide a day. And the more that we can reach those veterans, the better chance we have to lowering that number. Him by my side 24/7 has completely turned my life around. It's not just saving both of our lives, it has made an impact on myself, Nigel, my family, my work. So yes, they definitely have saved our lives.
Every year, 670,000 dogs are euthanized in our country. Shelter to Soldier rescues those dogs that may otherwise be overlooked, providing them a future with a purpose and a life that is fulfilled by their bond with a veteran in need, creating a lifelong companion. We also visited La Jolla Cosmetic, where their goal is to help people achieve well-being both externally and internally, while also being an advocate of the community.
I've always knew that I want to become a plastic surgeon. I always knew that I want to be a doctor. I always knew that I want to help people. So La Jolla Cosmetic is a premier aesthetic practice here in San Diego. We've been providing our services for 34 years. We are the most awarded aesthetic practice in San Diego. At La Jolla Cosmetic, we try to help people achieve well-being, and we feel that it's not only important to look good, but also feel good inside. And that's actually something that's really important for us. And honestly, what a better opportunity to help my community as being a supporter of an organization such as Las Patronas.
The mission of Las Patronas is to provide financial assistance to local nonprofits that are providing valuable community services in the areas of health, education, social services, and cultural arts. La Jolla Cosmetic has been one of our biggest supporters at Las Patronas, so we couldn't do what we do without their support. The Jewel Ball is one of the most long-standing philanthropic events that happens in San Diego, and it's been held here at the La Jolla Beach and Tennis Club for 75 years. 750 to 800 guests. It's all black tie, so everyone's dressed up in their finest, and it's sort of the who's who of San Diego that comes to the Jewel Ball.
People can buy tickets to come and attend the event. There's many ways as well to contribute. If you don't feel like coming to the event, you can always donate an item. There's a silent auction, there's raffle tickets. So many ways you can contribute and give back to the community. It's wonderful. Every time we're, as Las Patronas, being able to hand out a grant, it just feels amazing. You feel the need and you see the need because we go to visit each grant applicant. So once they receive the funds, it's very gratifying. And that's why we're here, and I think that's what's made the Las Patronas very successful throughout the years.
We're so grateful to have La Jolla Cosmetic as one of our supporters, and we hope that there will be other businesses that will also see the good that we're doing in the community and want to assist us as well.
So La Jolla Cosmetic, it's all about helping our patients achieve their goals. Las Patronas actually helps our community achieve their goals. La Jolla Cosmetic, where dreams become real, and Las Patronas, changing lives in San Diego since 1946. It's a great partnership.
Such an inspiration and a reminder of how one's commitment can inspire so many. Don't go away, we'll be right back.
Doing More is brought to you by California Hope. Hope lives here.
Welcome back to Doing More. I'm Erica Cardenas. We're celebrating Hispanic Heritage Month here at the Arizona Latino Arts and Cultural Center, an art gallery that promotes and celebrates Latino art. Now, did you know that in San Diego, California, there's a national landmark filled with Latino art known as Chicano Park? Located in the heart of Barrio Logan, it's in Logan Heights. The park is home to the largest concentration of Chicano murals, with more than 80 murals painted by local San Diego Latino artists. Chicano Park is filled with history, sacrifice, culture, art, and victory. We also visited CalHope, an organization that provides emotional support and offers safe and secure services to all Californians who may need support relating to COVID-19.
CalHope is a state-funded program through FEMA that provides emotional support to all Californians due to the emotional distress that our communities have seen as a result of COVID. Some of the adversities that our communities have faced include job loss, as well as dealing with anxiety, depression, the fear of contracting COVID, and also just the loss of how our lives used to be. And so through this program, CalHope aims to be a support for our communities. When individuals reach out to us looking for help, our crisis counselors take initiative to see what their needs are. We try to connect them to the appropriate resources that exist throughout the counties here in California so that they're able to live their lives as normal as possible and so that they can persevere.
Hey guys, I was wondering if I could give you a flyer. We're a program called CalHope.
One of the most important elements for us here at CalHope is that we're meeting our communities where they're at. We go out to the community. We go to barbershops, coffee shops, we go to restaurants, and we're able to provide them with information. But you can scan the QR code. Oh, that's great. One of the things that we have done quite a lot and that it has definitely helped our communities is providing our community members with resource sheets. We have a lot of QR codes that people are able to scan, and that links them to even more resources. CalHope is also able to provide individuals and community members with an online option to talk to crisis counselors. That is where CalHope Connect comes in. You're able to go onto callhopeconnect.org and you can talk to a crisis counselor. In doing so, you can talk to them pretty much about anything that you might be feeling as a result of this pandemic. And if you're looking for resources as well, our crisis counselors are able to link you to the appropriate resources based on where you are in California.
Hi, this is Brenda with CalHope. How can I assist you today?
We also have the Warm Line. So CalHope's Warm Line is a way for community members to connect if they want to talk to someone over the phone.
We are available 24/7.
When they call our number, they're able to connect to a crisis counselor that has had that experience of dealing with such heightened emotions such as anxiety, depression, and our crisis counselors are able to talk them through the things that they need to talk through. We do this in a non-clinical capacity. We do this in a more of a peer-to-peer basis. And in doing so, people are reassured that they have someone that is willing to listen to them. Many times that's all we need. For more information, people can go on CalHope.org, and there you will find a wide variety of resources to address all the needs that you may have. There's no shame in asking for help, especially under these unprecedented times in which our world has changed quite a lot. So try not to hesitate and, ask for help, ask for what you need, because we're here for you.
We also traveled to El Cajon, California, where Subaru of El Cajon and Teatro San Diego shared the vision of bringing the multicultural spirit of San Diego to life.
Teatro means theater in Spanish, and in Portuguese, and in Tagalog, and in Italian, and in so many languages, right, that we speak here in San Diego. That was one of the reasons why we went with the name, is that we are such a melting pot in San Diego, and we wanted to bring that visibility to the world, to the nation, that we have a lot of communities, a lot of culture here. So that is the reason why Teatro is in the name. There was a lot of conversation in the theater industry about representation, and that was really what initiated our forming this nonprofit last year at the height of the Black Lives Matter movement. We felt the empowerment of bringing together artists that felt marginalized, that were tokenized on the stages here, coming together to create a solution, create a space where we could work. The mission of Teatro San Diego is to provide arts education to underserved communities, specifically in schools and the southern neighborhoods, the inner cities, South Bay of San Diego. Our goal is also in tandem with arts education to provide a professional theater company and dance company so that the community can see themselves reflected on stage at the professional level.
Ready? Ready. Let's do it. Getting away. Ready to play.
One of the things that came to the Sharing the Love musical was one of our stars, Julio Catano. He works with Teatro San Diego. He's the president and CEO, and Teatro actually helps actors in San Diego get jobs, find musicians gigs, working together. So how to create a more inclusive, dramatic environment where so many people can co-create.
We thought that we would be working at this on our own, but the community of theater, the arts community, places like Subaru have really been so supportive and have helped us come up with projects like the AMI project.
They have a great new production called Songs for a New World. They managed to get a whole cast together, again, during the pandemic, and create a film that no one has ever seen before. I was so honored to be at an event a few days ago and heard some of the songs from it. These guys rock. This is just an amazing thing that everyone needs to see.
Without sponsors like Subaru, we would be really pulling at our own bootstraps and doing all the groundwork ourselves. Private donors help, but sponsorships like Subaru really propel us to do more work that really helps us to those higher levels of artists, such as Broadway performers and people who have worked at national or international levels.
We'll be right back with more on Doing More right after this. Welcome back to Doing More. We're celebrating Hispanic Heritage Month with Latino Art here at the Arizona Latino Arts and Cultural Center. Our final stop was at the Alzheimer's San Diego, an organization serving all of San Diego communities. Take a look.
Every year we have our Walk for Alls. It takes place in October in Balboa Park. We love that day not only because it is our largest fundraiser of the year, which is so important, but also because it is such a large gathering of people. We've had as many as 3,000 people join us for the walk.
It's kind of a fun day. You get out into the nice weather and you're with a bunch of dedicated people that are just trying to promote the cause.
We're with other people that know what we went through and we know what they're going through, and it makes a big difference.
Alzheimer's can be very isolating. but when you're in a group of people who really understand and accept what might be happening, it's really a great sense of kinship and just kindness and community. It's a great day. We set up early in the morning in Balboa Park. We'll have water and a few snacks available for people. Celebrate those who are our largest fundraisers and have made the largest impact, but truly every person there makes a big impact. Alzheimer's San Diego is a 100% local organization to support the people in San Diego County living with dementia and those who help to care for them.
Alzheimer's San Diego really provides so many services, and they're all free of charge.
We provide education classes. It could be anything from our Dementia 101 all the way to education helping families to deal with the late stages of Alzheimer's and dementia.
There are a lot of coping strategies and ways of dealing with stuff that aren't intuitive, and you'd never figure them out on your own.
They can figure out what you need and link you up with the resources that you might need. What that did for me was made me be able to cope better with the disease and know what to do to help my mother.
The most recent county numbers we have tell us that there are nearly 100,000 people in San Diego County that have been diagnosed with Alzheimer's or dementia, and that's up from just 84,000 just 2 or 3 years ago. So that's a pretty big jump. Whereas there is not much right now in the way of treatment, and certainly there's no cure, the sooner you can get a diagnosis, the more opportunity you have to help yourself along the way.
The best advice I could give is to take advantage of the help that's out there.
You don't have to face this all alone. And Alzheimer's San Diego is there to provide all the help and support that you need to be able to cope with this disease.
Every dollar we raise stays in San Diego County to help our own neighbors who are dealing with Alzheimer's and dementia. We would love to have a bunch of new people get involved with the walk this year. And if you can't come out that day, you could certainly support one of the teams or just the organization through a donation. The best way to do that is to go to our website, alzsd.org. You can find out all the information about our walk as well as how to make a general donation to Alzheimer's San Diego.
I want to thank the Arizona Latino Arts and Cultural Center for sharing the beauty and artistic expression of Latino arts and culture with us today. National Hispanic Heritage Month is celebrated through festivals, art shows, conferences, community gatherings, music events, and much more. In several Latin countries, Independence Day is celebrated in September, which includes Costa Rica, El Salvador, Guatemala, Honduras, Nicaragua, Mexico, and Chile. It's also a time to celebrate and embrace the histories, culture, and contributions of American citizens whose ancestors came from Spain, Mexico, the Caribbean, and Central and South America. So let's celebrate the past, embrace the now, and look forward to the future. I'm Erica Cardenas. Thanks so much for joining us, and happy National Hispanic Heritage Month.